Welcome to ProKitchen University, an online video tutorial series, version 11.06.
In this video, we will explore additional architectural elements. We will locate and identify additional architectural elements, place an example of each component, and we will explore each component's attributes. Most designs call for an architectural element of some sort, the most common being doors and windows, or the ProKitchen user shapes to represent components that may not otherwise have a cabinet catalog counterpart. But in addition to these common elements, there are many other items provided in the ProKitchen Architectural Elements catalog that will allow you to complete your designs as fully as possible. Let's first explore the available options. To access these elements, just as we would to access doors, windows, and user shapes, navigate to either the doors or windows icons on the toolbar, and left-click to launch the dialog box. Below the user shapes, doors, and windows folders, you will see the remaining available elements. The first option being door and window frames. When left-clicking the plus sign to the left of the folder, you will see three subfolders appear: door frames, window frames, and wall openings. In door frames, you will find an arch door frame and a rectangular door frame, each with or without a casing. Also, much like standard doors and windows, you are also provided the slide-off side panel where you may adjust the item's width and height dimension and its wall left or right placement dimension prior to placing it within the design. As usual, from within the dialog box, once you have made your selection, made any necessary alterations in the side panel, click the Place button at the bottom right corner of the dialog box. Then, hover the mouse over the wall this item will sit. Left-click once to drop the item and be provided free left or right movement, and left-click again to secure. Note that if you have utilized the left or right end placement option, when you are applying the item to your wall, remember to left-click twice in rapid succession without moving the mouse. If you move the mouse, you may unintentionally alter the left or right placement and will need to readjust later after the item has been secured. The dialog box will reappear, so you may continue to place more architectural room elements. In the Window Frames folder, you will again find both the arch and rectangular shapes with or without a casing, and are also provided the same slide-off side panel as with the door frames. Place the item as previously demonstrated. The additional subfolder in the Door and Window Frames main folder is Wall Openings. In this folder, there is only the Freeform Wall Opening option. This component will cut a hole through the selected wall and is perfect for creating walkthroughs, pass-throughs, and may serve as the foundation for things like a shower niche. Again, you are provided the slide-off side panel, so you may make adjustments to the wall opening prior to placement. Place this item also as described earlier. In the next folder, Staircase, we will find the recently updated catalog that will provide a variety of styles of stair options to choose from. When placing one of these items, be mindful that these items will default to a rather large component, so depending on the floor plan, it may be easier to place this outside the room before making necessary alterations in order to move the item into its final design placement. After the Staircase option, you will find Baseboards. The Baseboards folder contains 4 different baseboard profile options, with varying finish colors. When navigating these options, you will be able to view the profile in the preview panel. Placing the baseboards along the walls operates just a little differently. After left-clicking Place, the mouse will become a crosshair with the baseboard attached. To apply to a wall, left-click once within the wall zone. The trim will auto-cut to fit around cabinetry and other architectural items, and will be very close to the wall. making it difficult to see from the plan view. The mouse will remain a crosshair, so you may apply this trim to additional walls. Continue to left-click once in each of the wall zones where this trim needs to be applied. When you have completed the task, tap the Escape key on the keyboard to release the tool and restore the dialog box. The last option in the Architectural Elements catalog are the ceiling trims. Similar to the baseboards, you are provided several profile options, each in varying finishes. These items will place exactly how the baseboards were placed, by left-clicking once in the wall zone for each wall that requires the trim, and tap the Escape key to return to the dialog box. After you have finished placing all the required components, left-click Cancel to dismiss the dialog box. Now that we have examples of these items placed, let's take a look at what we can do with each. All components will have their own right-click menu, most of which will have the traditional options: drag, move, up-down, center, position, and snap positioning tools. Resize will be available for door frames, window frames, and wall openings, which will allow you to alter the width of the item without accessing attributes. Further down the right-click toolbox, you will also find nomenclature options, copy, delete, add to group, and attributes. Attributes for each of these items will provide adjustment opportunities. Access attributes either with the right-click toolbox tool, or you may double left-click the item to bypass right-click access. In the door frames and window frames attributes dialog boxes, you are provided an opportunity to add a plan notation, alter the width, height, and depth dimensions. And with an arch shape, you may also alter the height of the arch, and also enable or disable the casing from rendering by left-clicking the box to the left of the option. When casing is enabled, you may alter the casing width, select a new casing profile and finish color by utilizing the drop-down menus. When you have finished making your alterations, left-click OK at the bottom right corner of the dialog box to apply all the changes. Freeform wall opening attributes will only allow you to add a plan notation and alter the width and height dimensions. Although the depth field is an active option here, it is not functional due to the fact that wall openings are intended to create a complete hole through the wall and will always correspond with the thickness of the wall, even after attempting to alter the depth. Staircases, however, only provide the opportunity to add the plan notation and adjust the dimensions of the item. Finish options are currently unavailable for these components and must serve as representational items only. Baseboards and ceiling trim are unique in their right-click menu options. On the plan view, you are only provided the options of delete or attributes. And in the elevation view, you will be provided additional options of drag, move, up-down, nomenclature, and copy. These items are also unique within their attributes, as these items only allow you to add a plan notation for communication purposes and may not be altered otherwise. With ProKitchen Software's available architectural elements, you are provided the tools to create whatever the project calls for.
Thank you for visiting ProKitchen University. Be sure to visit us at prokitchensoftware.com.